Hi, and welcome to PMA Fire Talks. I'm your host, Maceo Stansberry, owner and founder of Prod Mace Audio, the company inspiring you to ignite the flame of your passion. Today, I'm going to be talking about serving your vision. If you're a person pursuing some sort of passion, whether it be a hobby, a new career choice, or even a communal aspect in your life, working in your community, vision is one of the main components of what makes you decide to do what it is you care about. And having a vision is just as important as serving it and knowing what that means. So we're going to go over that in this video today. So buckle in for a bit of a long talk, and hopefully this will inspire you to pursue your vision and continue to serve it as it fits for your life. So we're going to start with what vision means. Not what is your vision, but what does it mean to have a vision? A vision begins with a clear idea of a finished act. You can think of it as a play, and the writer for a play has a vision for what the characters will do, how the story will rise and fall, and how the ending will resolve. These are all a part of the vision of the playwright or screenwriter. In that same way, we are our own screenwriters for our lives and the things that we pursue in our life. Vision is what births these plays that we continue to partake in, either in a negative or positive context. And whether or not we have a clear vision will determine how connected and how in tune we are to what we really want to do. Just as the playwright or screenwriter decides that they want this play to be done this way, we also have to decide how we want our vision to be executed. But first, like I asked in the beginning, what is a vision? A vision, like I mentioned, is a clear image, but that image determines and is based off of what matters to you most. And what might matter to one person may not matter to another. So in that case, vision is very partial, meaning it's to each their own, and whoever is in that certain position of their life will take one vision over the other. Certain people are at one time in their life where they're concerned more about money, so their vision is fueled by monetary assets and security, either in property or what they own, or other ways that can turn into money. So their vision is fueled by money. Another person is focused on relationships. Their vision is focused on connecting with people, building partnerships, community, or even just networking. So their vision is fueled by that. And in both examples, the visions aren't necessarily good or bad. Having a vision that's fueled by money is not necessarily bad, and neither is having a vision that's fueled by relationships. But what can be harmful is a vision that is not truly what you really want. What one person really wants may not always be what they say they want. And that's where the harm comes in, from pursuing a vision that isn't really what we want, what we truly desire. When we are dishonest with our feelings, our emotions, or even our beliefs, for the sake of pursuing a vision that we think we should pursue, that is where we can damage our self-esteem, our belief in achieving, and therefore, at the end of the day, create a vision that's see-through and pointless. A lot of times it's not easy to know that a vision you have is pointless before you do it. Because in the doing and pursuing of the vision and striving to make the vision a reality, that's when we get an inkling of what the vision really feels like. And that feeling is going to be very close to the final result. Sometimes that final result will be a very ecstatic, exciting experience, or it can be a very calming, sobering experience. Regardless, the potency of that result will be based off of how much we put into the pursuance of the vision. How much effort, how much time, how much energy, how much compromise and sacrifice we are willing to give for the vision will determine its potency when we achieve it. So now that we know that a vision is a clear image, and it has to be synchronous with our true beliefs and our true feelings, and we also know that by continuing to pursue the vision, that we understand what achieving it will feel like, we can have a better way of weighing the visions that we might want to acquire, that we might want to achieve. These are our three metrics. We know we need to have a clear image, we know it must be synchronous, and we also know that we have to truly feel the process as the result itself. With this knowledge, we can go on to how we serve our vision. Service is an act of compassion, care, and love. When we serve someone, we're saying that we're willing to love them and give for them and care for them. This giving, this service, provides value and deepens our connection to the person or thing we are serving. In the same way that a military soldier will serve his country, a restaurant waiter serves their restaurant. Service is a way of validating and affirming the people that we are helping and caring for. And that comes from an underlying knowledge of the purpose of the service we are giving. This knowledge of purpose, this knowledge of service fueled by purpose, is what allows us to continue to pursue our vision, even in spite of certain obstacles and hurdles that might come our way. So, having a clear idea of what our vision is, how it feels, and now knowing that we have to serve it, how can we serve our vision as a soldier serves his country or a waiter serves a customer? This service is mostly concerned about making sure that we are not forgetting how clear the vision is. Sometimes trying to provide something for someone that doesn't want it is just as bad as providing nothing to someone who does want something. Because in both circumstances, we are not completely understanding of the needs of the other person. We give something to someone who doesn't want it, or we give nothing to someone who does need something. We are not understanding the needs of that person. In that same sense, understanding the needs of your vision is just as important as pursuing it, because that is what keeps it alive. Coherent and understanding service is the lifeblood of a vision. Making sure every single act that we do to pursue our vision is completely connected and synchronous to the vision itself will determine whether or not we feel doubtful in our actions towards the vision or not. It will determine how much growth we see in our vision or not. Making sure that we are feeding our vision the proper nutrients and we are caring for it with the proper maintenance is just as important as knowing what the vision is itself. Because we can't say we truly know what the vision is if we don't know how to care for it. Now, with that being said, going a little bit deeper into what service means for a vision, we have to understand that sometimes service is laborious. Sometimes it takes effort and sacrifice that we can never get back, but in the long run will lead to a long-lasting reward. But that's only if it's the proper care. For instance, if a person is a triathlon athlete, or even a track athlete, let's say that. If you are a track athlete and you're pursuing a vision of, running in the Olympics, you have to serve that vision properly. And you can't be hasty or excessive with trying to make the vision happen too fast, because then you're not understanding what the vision needs. You're only caring about your needs at that immediate moment, but not what the vision needs at the moment when it really matters. When the chips fall, when all eyes are on you, and there's nobody else but yourself to achieve what needs to be done. That is the most important component of fulfilling a vision.